This is I can do better. And let's go on with some comment section enjoyment. When Freeborne commented, where did I get that notification? I don't need sound. When Freeborne commented, I read having one friend that was caught cheating 7 years ago doesn't make Joe Blue a cheater. Remember, it was me exposing. Remember, it was me that exposed Josh as a cheater. Joe Blue's audience. I really don't care if it was you who exposed him. And I never said having one friend makes Joe Blue a cheater. Never said that. Not whatsoever. Now, the thing is, you're changing things that are being said into lies. That's the TV. And as I then responded to you, and now you're literally moving the goalpost, and thus I don't need to respond to anything you're writing. The one and only thing I saw you write was I am right and you are wrong no matter what is going on. Okay, I will now actually try and read what's happening here. Having a few friends on your list with game bans is not statistically significant unless you only have a few friends. So having a few friends on your game list with game bans is not statistically significant unless you only have a few friends. But that's the point, dumbass. Literally the point of the fucking video. It's gonna have a VAC ban. Oh, he's playing Dead by Daylight at the moment. Together with Joe Blue, right? I cannot prove it because I cannot see who he's playing with. But I can do this. Go into it. If we scroll down here. He have a few friends at the moment. He only have a few friends at the moment. Current friends, 5. That's a few friends. Dumbass. Captain Joe Blue. Are Mr. Blue playing Dead by Daylight? I cannot prove it because Joe Blue is a coward who's hiding his friends. But what we can do is go back to the website here, into Joe's account, and we can go down here. Here he's also hiding his friends, doing absolutely everything to make sure you cannot figure out how many friends he got that are cheaters. That might be a paywall. I'm not going to use that method. I don't pay for shitty things. If we then continue, if you have 100 plus friends and 20% figure that out, okay? Or more of them game bans, that's a red flag. Having 20 friends, there is a difference between 20 friends and 20% of your friends. Like, oh God. You are moving the goalpost so insanely much. Okay, we having the X amount of friends and 20% of them have a game ban, that's a red flag. If we go back to It's Gonna, we go down to his friends. He have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 friends. If we then pick the calculator, 1 divided by 5 times 100, that is 20% of It's Gunno's, or I'm Josh's friend. 20% of his friends are hackers. They got game bans. According to yourself, your words, this is you speaking. Okay? Okay? With me so far. Okay, are we with each other this far? You have said 20% is a red flag. Regardless the amount, 20%. You used percentage, dumbass! Okay, further. 3 of your 33 total friends have bans. That is 10%. That is... No, that 10% is higher than Joe Blue's. Where? If you're having a paywall that indicates that helps you see Joe's friends, because not even on Steam you can see them. If you're having to pay for this software here, this website here, Steam ID, to see someone's friends, you cannot use that as evidence for anything. Evidence needs to be available to everyone so they can look it up themselves. Doesn't matter. This here is fictive numbers you just created out of thin air. I don't need to listen to your lies, just like I told you. Got Your Good has over 27% of his friends current and historical. Doesn't matter. With game bans, and many of them have multiple bans. Okay. It doesn't matter. Let me show you why. Got You Good. That guy there. Over here. In there. Over here. You complain about this guy here having X amount of friends with game bans, right? Game bans, back bans, whatever. This one here is 7 years ago. Joe Blue called him a cheater 2 days ago. The difference in that equals to roughly 2,556 days. Roughly. Okay? It's Gano. Nope, that's Joe. It's Gano had his one also 7 years ago. You either amount to the same conclusion and call every single person a cheater for having used cheats multiple years ago, or no one a cheater for using cheats multiple years ago. You cannot say, no, it's only working on him because Joe called him out. It doesn't work like that. Sure, he has people, have friends that are, what's it called? Okay, so this here is possibly a stolen account. That is not evidence for anything in regards to the Got Your Goods actual friends then. This guy here. Can we go into it? Yeah, that is also 7 years ago. So that amounts to the same logic. If they are cheaters still, it's also gonna be a cheater. Actually, that was 8 years ago, so that was that one. We're just gonna open them up separately. That one. Was that someone named Abdi? Yes, it was. And that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one, Battle Suchi. Then we have you, and you. Let's just take this portion here. 11 years ago, 8 years ago, 11 years ago, 7 years ago, 10 years ago, 8 years ago. I went into someone that's actually clean. I mean, oh, I should have diarrhea. 9 years ago, 10 years ago, 10 years ago, 8 years ago. And here it doesn't show whatsoever. Ah, he got unbanned. He got unjustified VAC banned. So they removed it. Then you got a game ban though. Still unjustified. 6 years ago, 8 years ago, 4 years ago. This one here potentially could still be claimed, but I wouldn't do it. I still wouldn't do it unless you have actually gathered evidence against him. 11 years ago. So if you're saying these people here are cheaters today, you also need to argue that I'm Joshi. If I could spell it correctly, apparently. You need to argue that this guy here is also a cheater. Did he change it? Ah, there we go. Okay, so he changed it to it's gonna. So if you argue that all those people are cheaters today, you need to argue this guy here is also a cheater today. And thus, you yourself are defending Joe Blue, which thus is a cheater defender himself. You cannot argue that you want to catch cheaters while defending cheaters at the same time. That's the same reason as saying I want to have all criminals in prison, but this here are my friends. They are criminals too, but no, don't put them in jail, in prison. Don't, my friends, they're criminals, but they should not go to jail. You cannot do that, fuckface. That's what you're doing. I'm gonna ignore that shit. It's gonna delete his old friends and only has 5 friends now. One of them have a game ban from this year, but is it from this year? How do we know it's from this year? Oh, are you going to community actually? Ghost. Okay. That was difficult finding him like that. ID? Can we search like that? Nope. Steam URL. Cannot do that. That's annoying. Can we do it like this here? Oh, that's for the website itself. What about that one? Oh, okay. Fair enough. From this year, yeah. That's fine. Don't really care about it. You're arguing that people like this here are still cheaters, and Joe Blue are associating himself with cheaters, so Joe Blue are defending cheaters, but wanting to catch cheaters. That's what I'm saying. Continue. It looks a bit suspicious, but it's only one person, so not statistically significant enough for me to have a strong opinion about it. Having a few friends on your friend list, on your list with game bans is not statistically significant unless you only have a few friends. And here you're saying, well, okay, he only have one friend with a game ban, but he only got a few friends with game bans, so it's not it's not important enough. And because I can moderate everything like how I want to be doing it, because I need to be right regardless. That sentence down here and this sentence here is directly contradicting each other. Just so you know, those two are directly contradicting each other. Here you are making sure you talk a lot of crap and then don't keep up with the 20% you are mentioning. This here is fictive numbers. We can use that for shit. This here, you are arguing God You're Good is still a cheater because his historical friends are mostly cheaters. So yes, you either want to catch all the cheaters or you want to catch none of the cheaters. Done. What I then wrote was this here. If you want to read it, you can go through it yourself. Pause to read. I will go on now. Fritz wrote the same thing I just went through with all the different numbers and bands and such. If you want to argue that having friends, that's him quoting me up here. No, I do not. That's just you trying to twist my words. No, it's not. If you want, okay, let me read it. If you want to argue that having friends, we can do it like this here. So we also have this one. That having friends who are known for cheating thus makes you suspicious for cheating too, then you need to argue that at all times. Here you go. You're mentioning his friends, and many of them have multiple bands. That makes Got You Good look very suspicious. But it doesn't mean everyone he is friend with is a cheater too. You're not talking about the friends being cheaters. You're talking about Got You Good being a cheater. So yes, you are. You're talking about having a large pool of friends. 20%. Okay? You're saying 20% is a red flag. You are saying this. I'm just saying you need to then hold that and use that logic at all times, aka pointed to it's gonna too, thus making Joe Blue a cheater defender. That's all there literally is to it. The keyword here, the keyword, however, is friends, plural, not one, not two, not three. Well, last time I checked, 2, 3 are still plural. But what I'm doing is I'm taking your 20% and adding them. If you're not satisfied with that, then it's you who need to fix your logic. I'm taking your words and applying it. It's that simple. Okay? You use the 20%. No, but you used it in your video. Okay, sure. Sure, I used it in my video. 29%. Doesn't matter. You're using percentage as an argument. You cannot, you don't like that, so you are now moving the goalpost. For example, if you have 10 friends and 2 of them got banned, that's not suspicious, as 20% are 20%. Oh my fucking god. Moving the goalpost. I'm not doing that. You don't like how you are using percentage and then saying, it's only fitting when it is I'm using it. But when you're using it, it's not important. So you need to adjust to my emotions because I am unstable. I cannot handle being wrong. No, I don't. I'm not your friend. I'm not your mother. I don't need to pamper your emotions. Cut the crap. You want to argue that 20% is a suspicious amount. And now you're saying, no. It's only suspicious when I'm saying it's suspicious. Yeah, but you are right. That's not as suspicious as having. But I'm not talking about something being as suspicious as something else. I'm talking about the 20% just simply being 20%. You're the one talking about the percentage being a significant thing. You could have 10 friends and 2 of them were playing together and being racist and got banned together. And now you're just moving the goalpost. I'm not gonna read that shit. The fact you are blatant lying tells me to just ignore your comment. Don't know why I added that. I don't argue a fool's errand, so keep lying and I won't respond to your crap. Typical, I prove another blatant lie from you. No, you didn't. You didn't prove I lied. What you did was prove you cannot handle your own logic. So what you're doing is moving the goalpost and saying the logic here only fits when I need it to, but when you need it, it doesn't work. Meaning that logic does not hold in court. That logic is flawed. That logic cannot be used, and that's the only thing I'm doing. Proving you cannot use that logic whatsoever. And your only response is either I'm not listening to you, I'm not listening to blatant lies, that's what I'm not listening to, or nah, you're lying. No, I'm not saying nah, you're lying. I'm saying the fact you are blatantly lying tells me to not listen to you. The fact that you are going out of your way to argue that 20% only matters when you use it, but not when everyone else are using it, together with making creating fictional numbers and saying the friend list makes you a cheater, that also tells me you are blatantly lying. That's all there is to it. I don't care if you don't like me not listening to your lies. That's on you. I don't need to pander to your emotions. We then continue. I then continue with this here and this here. But us Freeborne are desperately trying to be in the battle of catching cheaters. So let's take a look at what he's actually doing from the bottom up. He then 7 months... What the fuck happened to my voice right there? Holy crap. He then 7 months ago posted a video that someone got banned on this state here. 7 months ago, or slightly after he got banned. Are you having sound on? Yeah, you are. And now it's buffering. Great. Uh-huh. He does have a few I'm listening from the monitor. He does have a few moments where it seems like he's to some extent using aimbot. Nah, sorry, wallhack. I was reading here, ESP and wallhack. No, it does seem to some extent he's using wallhacks, but it's not like super significant, so you cannot say this is it, he's cheating. I didn't see that one up there. Was it a barrel? Yeah, it was a barrel. That does not need to indicate cheat whatsoever. That could literally just have been a lucky nade. So far, I don't see any super indication that he's cheating. He tries wall banging and misses majority of the time anyway, so could literally just be to scare the enemies. Oh, wait. Now I get it. It's you who are dying. Isn't it? I thought you got this clip here from another channel or something like that. And was watching it through. You're the one who is dying. First and foremost, you picked up the bounty. Your lightning is appearing. It's not accurate. Never mind. I just noticed. Okay, I stand corrected. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. Regardless, this one here, it is marksman with level and spitzer. Regardless, doesn't matter whatsoever. 289 meters. In the position he was standing right there, it should not be possible. The only angle that was open, making him visible, was the building between Seven Sisters and the prison. So, regardless, that distance there should not be possible whatsoever. And it was also shot through walls, so he probably, is it karmic or
which one?
Seven Sisters, down below Seven Sisters, is that? No, it's not karmic.
No, because Seven Sisters is not even in the same map we're talking.
No. What's below Seven Sisters? Bolton?
Yeah.
Okay, so you could stand at that distance. Would that make up 300 meters?
Didn't he kill through the wall?
Yeah, it was through a wall, but the angle was toward Bolton.
I cannot give my verdict if I don't see the kill myself.
Okay, yeah. It does make more sense. No, he should never have been able to see that. Okay, fair. I agree. But you're posting it. Oh, you're posting it before. Did you send it to Crytek? Wait. Was he at the window? Did he have the window close to you? Oh, that window is closed. Okay. Because this window here, I knew was open, and the only way he could see him through that window was from the estate on the hill. So yeah. He should then have somehow seen the enemy there, and then figured you would peek, and then... Nah, because the angle would not leave your head open from this section here. And marksman should not be able to see that little detail there. Fine enough. It's weird you're not using any sound. That's blatant. I don't even need to look at that. This here is also blatant. I don't need to look at that. This here is also blatant. I don't need to look at that. Wait. Is this you spectating? Because someone is spectating someone here. BAPA. Who? Okay, you are also partially doxing people. That's amazing. Wait. Are you the one spectating here? Because then you are using cheats. Because now you are spectating BAPA. And you cannot see their cheats. Because their cheats are not affecting you. And you had it on with other Woody Big Lock Johnson also. So the person here spectating are cheating. In that regards, I don't know if this here also. Yeah, because here you're also spectating Bastard and you're having indicators of where people are. Is this you? It's difficult to see when there is no indication of whose video this is. I'm not gonna go through this because the person here, the person playing here, are also the cheater himself. So I'm not gonna go through that. You killed yourself. Who are you? Who this? Who this? Ah. The person blurred out themselves. Of course they did. Of course they did. They didn't want to show that they themselves are cheating. and this here is how you know you should not be trusting people online, blindly trusting people online. Us Freeborne are posting a video claiming this bastard guy here is a cheater. But if we then go back, you can see here, they have an indication people are over there. They are about to use dark side, that's why it's black. You can also do this here, so you can see. They have an indication people are over here. But you cannot see if bastards are using cheats. So the person spectating here are trying to catch cheaters while cheating themselves. Thus invalidating this evidence against the bastard. In regards to this one here, it's the exact same thing. The person here is using cheats and then want to claim Baba is cheating. I'm not gonna do anything. I really don't care if the Bastard or Baba are cheating, because this here is a cheater crying about dying to potentially other cheaters. He killed himself again. Oh, is this also Freeborne? It would be so insanely hilarious if this actually is Oz Freeborne. No, this here is Double Jinx. So Double Jinx is also a cheater himself. But he's crying about someone else being a cheater too. Like, this here is why I don't trust people on the internet. Especially people like Oz Freeborne. So we have Uncle Trapper. No immediate indication that other cheats are being used. Friend died down there. There's a player there. Wasn't that a player? There? I'm sorry, I'm without sound. Okay, there's a player down there now. You can easily see him. Nothing there that screams cheating. Okay. Actually, he's blind in that section because the part... Oh, nice. Does Dion use ESP Exhibit 1? Not likely. Leaf Master. What? Did he get shot through? Was that a shot? Was that a shot? No, it wasn't. It's just a game blurring out. Oh, Jesus Christ, you're horrible. Why are you aiming behind the player and hoping you can hit like that? I hope this here is just spectate bug. And that you actually aim before the player before shooting. Because you're not even on target. But you still miss though. Nope, absolutely nothing here that indicates cheating. He heard where the shot came from. So, no, that is so far not anything in regards to cheating. Now you're trying to figure out if Dion is a cheater because he killed your team, I guess. Dion here. Let's see. Is he a solo? Is that what you tried to figure out? Ah, yeah, he is a solo. Okay. Okay, so you are toggling through other players to figure out where they are as a team right now. Is that it? Yeah, that's why you're pulling up the map. So you are imagining Dion is using cheats because he's fleeing from someone down here. Oh no, he's actually getting closer to these guys here. But these guys are going his direction. And Dion is going away from it. But do you know whether or not they actually made sound? Huh. Okay, so Dion makes noise and they hear, they then shoot something. Nothing suspicious about that. Does that mean he doesn't know where the shots are coming from? Wasn't there players running down here? Just wondering. I thought I saw someone. It could be a zombie.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you Turkish Rambo? And is that my trick? Oh, the boys. Would you guys like to tea?
Oh.
Okay. Wait a bit. I will try and hear that more properly.
Oh yeah, you Turkish Rambo? And is that my trick? Oh, the boys. Would you guys like to tea?
Oh shit, oh.
Yeah, we've got someone up there.
You solo?
Yeah, bro.
Okay, he mentioned them by name. Could be they know each other and know that they are loving one certain type of skin, which is common. And then he just took a gamble because he knows they're playing at the same time. Absolutely nothing huge indication here. What was that for? Are you crying about you died to Dion? Is that it? My thought here was from Star Wars. Anakin, I got the high ground! Something like that.
know you're gonna have to come down eventually, right?
So far, nothing that truly indicates cheating. So I'm really wondering what your first exhibit is gonna be amounting to.
Thanks for the help, boys.
Ah, it's good mate.
There is more evidence about the two others using some sort of cheat than anything against Dion. Like, dude, you're not very good at gathering evidence. You don't want to argue this here. You want to argue between 420 and 620. So far in the 1 minute here, I have not seen anything that indicates cheating whatsoever.
Oh yeah, you Turkish Rambo? And is that my tree? Oh, the boys. Would you guys like to beat?
Don't
Oh.
shoot,
Yeah, we got someone up there.
You solid?
So you want to argue that he uses ESP because at some point he can tell it's Turkish Rambo. Like I mentioned that when I looked at it the first time. Dion Reaper Mastery Song. Okay, summary. Dion avoids engaging with Mattress Team, sets off multiple sound traps to announce his presence to them, and turns his back on them. Despite that team being the immediate threat, he then runs over to them, already aware who they are, and team up. No. People can... He took a gamble. People can use the same skin over and over again, like I said to begin with. So, yes. I really don't think this here amounts to anything. And this down here, you're using clips from people that are using cheats too. So that really does not set a very good example for how you're conducting your entire channel. This is exhibit 1. Do we have any more on Dion? And no, we don't. Okay, that's great. What about this guy here? If we're just watching here to begin with. What the fuck? Oh, it's the buffering because I'm speeding up. Okay, nothing here indicates cheating, but that's probably because you're the one playing right now. Yeah, you are. Or Freeborne. On Discord. So I'm not gonna watch that shit, because that in itself, Freeborne. Oh, you're playing with random, so you target the cheat off. Good to know. That was a weird way of doing it. Wait, shouldn't you play with randoms? But you're already gathered in a Discord server. A Discord call. I imagine these are the two guys you're playing with. You go right, dumbass number 4. Do you mean your enemy? Wargore and JD. You go right. Teammate downed him? Like, isn't that a teammate downed him? Your teammate downed this hunter. Okay, so it's suspicious that your teammate are killing him. Okay. Is that then... Oh, now you're spectating. But with cheats too. So I'm not gonna accept that shit. You're doing something with the game that indicates where people are. Cheaters, I see. I really don't know what it is you're doing to get this. But this here tells you where other people are, and there are not any sort of replay version in Hunt, so you cannot see the enemies either. I'm trying to see if you are actually talking about the cheat itself. Obvious use of lines. Only to catch cheaters. Why do you... You're literally saying that you got a video from a cheater to catch cheaters. Like, dude, you're trusting a cheater because he lost to someone, and then trying to expose someone else as cheater. Like, you are a cheater defender. I fucking knew it. You're defending these cheaters who are dying, and then showing their cheats in a desperate attempt to justify their death for dying to another cheater. Like, fucking hell, the double standard is real.